So when you left Jackson, like you know what I'm saying, what did you you went to high school? So
Yeah.
how did you what did you hear about Finney prior to going to Finney?
Shit,
Was you
cause
like
my
nervous?
yeah, I was nervous because of course you just in general, eighth grader going to high school, you're gonna be nervous anyway.
Did you hear about like freshman Friday?
I heard about freshman Friday. All the high school shit that you hear about, you gonna endure that shit. You gonna be like, damn, all the jitters, all that shit. You gonna be nervous regardless going from the eighth to high school.
Yeah, see, my shit was I was supposed to go to Osborne,
Mm-hmm.
and then like in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying. I'm from 8 Mile, but a lot of 8 Mile niggas claim 7 Mile. So
Right.
a lot of niggas be thinking like they be confused. So you got that, and then you got like a lot. When I was a kid, I thought all the 7 Mile niggas got along, but they be beefing like a motherfucker. So a lot of niggas was beefing with my hood. So I'm like, damn, I gotta go to Osborne, but I'm not thinking like some of them niggas fuck with us over there, but they don't fuck with the other niggas on the other side that we don't fuck with. So the niggas that be on our ass,
Right.
they be on their ass up there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like an alliance. You feel me?
Right.
But then like how my hood is like when we go somewhere like we downtown or some shit or we on the west side, we all stand next to
All
each other,
together.
even though we don't fuck with each other in the hood. So that's how it is over there. So then I go to Osborne, and they like, no, you supposed to go to Finney. I'm like, dog, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, I go to Finney, nigga. I see all the little straight little females. Like we had, like Finney has a lot of straight females back then. So,
Yeah, well,
so I'm like, shit, I'm gonna stay here. But I'm like, then I heard about the band. Then you know what I'm saying? Niggas already heard about like you getting your ass whooped on freshman Friday, but that shit ain't
but
happen.
it really that freshman Friday shit probably I think they stopped doing that shit like right before I got there because I got there in like 2000 and what like 2 or 2003.
Yeah,
I think
I
they
came in
stopped
like
that
3 or
shit.
4.
Yeah, they stopped that shit like soon as I got there. But it like I said when I went to high school, that's all East Warren. So you got motherfuckers in that bitch you coming in where you knew since elementary school. Even the upperclassmen was from the hood. So it really wasn't like
Yeah.
it really wasn't no like trying to beat no kids up because everybody in that bitch knew each other. If you do something to him, you gonna see this. You gotta see this nigga in the hood. So it's like everybody was just in that bitch trying to party and shit for real. Since
Man, that
one.
shit, nigga. I came in that bitch. I ain't know nobody. The only person I knew in that bitch was Nicole and Damien. And Damien had got kicked out. And I thought my cousin Juan was going to that bitch. He I think he ended up getting kicked out or switched schools or some shit.
Yeah,
so I seen Damien one time, then I seen Nicole, and then I like my homeroom niggas. I kind of got cool with them niggas. They was fucking with me like Fat Man, Latero, and all them niggas.
Yeah.
There was a big ass nigga named Dave. They was fucking with me in Fab, but it wasn't like that. Tony too.
I know all the names. Taro, Tony,
Yeah.
all the names.
So it was like, we was cool, but then I ain't start really locking in with niggas. So one day, nigga, I shot dice with a nigga and I lost my bus money.
Mm-hmm.
And the nigga gave me my shit back.
Right.
I'm tight as hell. I'm like, dog, I wanted to ask the nigga, like, let me hold like $2, but I ain't no dog. So I'm like, man, I'm just walk to the crib. I'm gonna figure this shit out. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know how you just be chilling with a nigga, and then we just was chilling with each other all day. He like, man, you a cool ass nigga. This nigga gave me all my money back. And I'm like, shit, you my nigga. And we was like rocking out from there, and then like I ended up getting cool with like Hustle Boy JT like my 10th grade year. And shit, I ain't know he was my friend till he saved my ass one day. One day them East Warren niggas got on my ass. I think it was like my junior year. You know what I'm saying? Me and a nigga was cool, but you don't know a nigga cool till somebody on your ass. For real, cause nigga turn the other cheek.
Right.
And you be looking like help me. Yeah.
Acting like you don't even see the shit.
Yeah. So Tony like, man, leave that nigga alone, whoopty whoop. But he ain't like step in in the smoke when they was trying to jump me and my little cousin. Then this nigga JT ran around the crowd. I see this nigga running up the block. I'm like, what this nigga about to do? So I'm still trying to focus on swinging on niggas and shit. This nigga JT running around the crowd, dropped his backpack and was like, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all ain't about to jump my nigga. I swear to God, the whole crowd turned around.
Right.
And then the police came.
I mean, that's all it takes is one of the right niggas to just be like, no, because like you say, like I say, everybody in there grew up with each other, bro. Everybody, and majority of everybody grew up.
See, my shit was, the confusion was niggas like Hustle Kings beefing with Hustle Boys, JT a Hustle Boy, but I'm like, they don't know, like, I'm tied in with all the Hustle Boys that go to the school. Free Marty locked up with my bro, Real. I still chop it up with Marty. Then, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all them niggas, and JT was telling me, like, yeah, them niggas trying to get me on your ass, and I'm telling them niggas, you my nigga.
Right.
And I guess they weren't taking dog serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, that shit happened after school. And I'm like, niggas waited till school was completely over to try to get on my ass. And I'm like, shit, I was prepared all day. I was prepared all day.
That's all the bullshit stuff, man. I was in that bitch. I was locked up with Murdy, man. I was locked up here. Everybody who locked up, I done ran into their ass.
Man, that shit crazy. Because it's like how your name go in prison. Because one time I wrote one of my dogs, because one of my dogs that was locked up was like, man, I ain't hearing nothing about his name. He was like, what he going by in that bitch? So I wrote him that, and that nigga got offended. He was like, nigga, my name really D on the streets. My name really D in this bitch. He was like, only hoes change their name in prison. and like when I'm reading it, I'm like, this nigga yelling at me. He ain't writing in all caps, but I'm like, you know how your nigga talks. So I'm like, this nigga yelling at me.
But in prison, don't nobody go by their real name in that bitch. Everybody got a nickname.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Everybody got a name. Don't nobody go by their real name in that bitch. Like me, I wasn't banging and none of that shit. So niggas just call me L.
Yeah,
niggas call me L.
So yeah, that's how that shit goes. So it's like then it's like prison right now is like different because it's like a lot of niggas trying to stray away from that blood shit. But I'm like, I remember when like everybody was like a blood. I don't gangbang, but you know what I'm saying. And it's like some of my niggas that's locked up bloods, and then some of the niggas that was kind of on that, was on that shit, they ain't on that shit. So it's like a confusion where the beef that's going on like right now in the hood. So it's like a lot of niggas like dropping fives and all that shit. And I'm like, shit, niggas gonna come home from prison that did like 10 years ago come home confused because they throwing up fives, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my hood is worse because I'm not in the red zone. I'm right outside the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
But the red zone niggas, I'm cool with some of them niggas. And some of them niggas from over there be like, damn, he a 7'4" nigga.
Right.
So they don't know. They be like, how you fuck with him? And I'm like, dog, Jig fucked with us. You see what I'm saying? And that's
right,
one of y'all.
Because like I say, after doing so long in prison, you locked up with the majority of them niggas who actually started that shit.
Yeah.
So I niggas, them the red zone niggas, they tell me like, nigga, we really don't fuck with these new niggas, these new SMB niggas. We started this shit, bro. Niggas say the red zone originated from Hayes to motherfucking Shaner. All past that shit fake shit. I'm a war nigga, so I just be listening, laughing and shit. But that's what these niggas be telling me. Like I was locked up with the niggas who started this shit. Like it's like 3-4 of these niggas. I locked up with Sonny, Fat Kev.
Fat Kev, that nigga.
Yeah, I was locked up with these niggas.
So
I was with Fat Kev for years. Me and the nigga was together for years together. I was talking like how me and you talk. Yeah. So he'd tell me the real shit that's going on with the S&B shit. Like I say, I'm a Warren nigga, so I just be around that bitch sipping like, yeah. I'm like, damn, straight up.
Yeah, no, I'm saying me shit. Like, you know, I ain't with the blood shit, but it's the same shit with me because it's like certain blood niggas be telling me certain niggas ain't that. And I be like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? That niggas be on these records talking crazy. And you be like, man, but it's Takashi. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy to talk about that shit when you really ain't doing it, bro. See, like if you was out here in the streets for real, it's like,
you're a big dog to the big dog home.
Yeah. Well, if you say like if you not out here, bro, but you a rapper, it's easy for you to talk about some shit that you're not doing. If you was out here, you rap, you would be like, I can't talk about that shit because I really got a spot over there. You feel me? So I really,
that's what I prefer niggas to
Yeah.
use their imagination, because I don't want niggas to be like, nigga, I got a spot on Kercheval, and the nigga actually got a spot on Kercheval, nigga.
For real.
I'm taking I-75 in a black Dodge, and
niggas
like,
be really in
like
that shit.
For instance, like a nigga like Ice Cube. I believe the fuck out of Ice Cube. Ice Cube had the voice. You know what I'm saying? His voice was intimidating. If you're just not even looking at the nigga.
What Ice Cube do?
Ice Cube not one of them niggas.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He ain't no bitch, but he ain't one of them niggas that he was rapping.
Right.
You feel me? But he one of the greatest rappers. But you know what I'm saying?
He just knew how to really rap and to depict the image like he not in it, but he's so lyrical that he can make himself. He could spin his words around and be like, okay, shit, this is where I'm from. And he talk about what the fuck was going on in the hood.
Yeah.
So you can do that if your vocabulary up the part and
his like delivery.
And your delivery, hell yeah, you had to. He remind me. Shit, the only nigga I could say he remind me of how Vez was, just how his delivery is. How he got in the studio and how he was just how his delivery.
See, Vez turned up. Vez got mad on one song and that bitch took off, and that nigga just started yelling on everything.
Like I was on the yard and we listening to this nigga on the motherfucking the iPods or whatever, and the OG told me like, damn, he like Vezo hard, but why this nigga always sound mad? I'm like, shit, I don't even know.
No, that's directly what happened. Vez was calm. Vez liked to rap calm and collected. Right. But one day this nigga got mad in the studio and spit like and yelled on that bitch, and then niggas just gravitated to that song. So what you gonna do? You gonna keep making songs like that. So it was like 1 year or 2 years, this nigga was yelling on every fucking song. And it was like, that shit was hard. And then it's like, shit, like with the prison, like what, like books and shit you was on in that bitch. Like what was you doing to survive your 10?